Hola, hola, and happy Saturdays. Ooh, forgive me. I guess some fruit slices catching up to me. Just came back in from grounding. Got to get tight with Gia. I said Gia. you got to get tight with Gaia. Okay, Mother Tiamat. Got to do your grounding. So I just popped up from my cosmic rest. It's like 4:14. And saw a notification on my phone that was just very humorous. What did it say? It's from the Chosen One channel saying that you're the God that everyone swore never existed, but now they want you, or something like that. So funny how synchronicities work. And my Garfield is forgive me, I'm a little everywhere. It's I rose like the Undertaker just to grab some snacks. That was like the main initiative. Oh, and by the way, welcome to another episode of Daily Motivation. That's what this is, if I didn't say that earlier. My ADHD, not ADHD, ADHD. Special ability. I literally grand rose like the the Undertaker just to look for some snacks. And then something told me to look at the phone. Oh, look at that. Look at the synchronicities of this. 4:33 on July 26th. If you know, you know. So funny. Yeah, so after I grabbed some snacks, of course, like Garfield, then something told me to put it in an English muffin, roll up a J, and watch some Avengers animation. I was like, nah, man, I gotta get up. I got an appointment in a couple hours. Cut down some bamboo, right? So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But then my instinct was like, nope, get up, put in an English muffin, which I still got in the toaster right now. I'm so tempted to go grab it now. And then Mother Gaia called me outside. So it just felt good to get back in the routine because recently I just been having like I said a few days ago, or maybe the other day, that I've been having my carbonite rest, like feeling Han Solo, and the universe has just been slowing me down and telling me to be more in the moment and stop looking for something to do. Just like my girl Jadina. She'll, forgive me, cosmic confirmation burps. She always calls me out and lets me know that I need to just enjoy the moment and just be in the moment and stop looking to be so busy. Just like my girl Freya, Ray, she was talking about she senses that I'm like in the crossroads and I may be too scared to take I may be not too scared, but I may be, I think she said I may be scared of the unknown, or I may be scared to be proven wrong or something. And those are both right to a degree. See how honest I can be? We all fear the unknown. Like, especially when I was wrestling the idea if I should quit smoking weed or not. I kept on like going back and forth like this slinky. And just wrestling back and forth. And what was I getting out with that? How to be whole? Oh yeah, the unknown. Yeah, so when I was, thank you, Spirit Team. So when I was wrestling with that idea, I had been sober before. I've done it, and the funny thing was I've only done it when I was on probation, like when I was forced to stop. I was talking to one of my homeboys tonight, and he was thinking about stopping smoking as well. And basically, I feel like Denzel Washington off the movie Flight. This is one of my favorite scenes, but it was like the most dramatic scene when you think about it. If you haven't seen the movie Flight with Denzel Washington, when he's that airline pilot, and he's flying for this airline, and I think one of the engines went out, And then when one of the engines went out, he made an executive decision to do like some like acrobatic move to make sure he landed the plane right. But he was like an alcoholic or something like that. I think he lost his job doing that, even though he saved everybody. The high executive said that he pulled a high, it was like a high risk maneuver or something like, I forgot, it was something along those lines that I think he lost his job, and due to him losing his job, even though he saved like, I believe all the passengers, he became drinking, he became an alcoholic, and he started drinking super heavily. And there was this one scene towards the middle or towards the end of the movie when he was in his sober patch. He was going to get sober. And I think, yeah, and John Goodman was in the movie too. Yeah, the banana boat. But either way, yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, Denzel's in this hotel, and he's sober. And it was like the day before trial or something. He had to go to court for what he did when he was saving those people's lives. When he pulled that maneuver, that was like off the charts, you know what I mean? He was in a hotel room and he was sober, but he opened up the minibar fridge and he saw all these liquor bottles in there. And this is the beautiful thing about the cinematography, I can't even say it right, cinematography, you know what I mean? Like the way they shot the film, retrograde in a microwave, right? Cinematography. So the way they shot the scene was funny because he opens up the mini bar in his fridge, and he sees all these little bottles of like liquor and so forth. And he looks at it, and then he closes the door. And there's some liquor on top of the fridge too. Like there's like liquor everywhere. It's like the devil tempting him. And we all know the devil's within us. And same with God. I'm learning how to slow down too. And breathe. So, for the third time or fourth time attempting to retell the story. So he looks at the mini bar, he opens the fridge, he sees all the enticing drinks, he closes the door, but once he closes the door, there's bottles on top of the mini fridge as well. If I'm saying that scene right, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, so he may not have opened up a fridge. It could have just been like a mini bar in his hotel room. So after he closes the door, he walks away from it, and then the audience is like, oh, hell yeah, he can, he has the willpower to not drink, especially the day before court, and he's getting his life together. But the camera doesn't pan away when he closes the refrigerator door. It just shows the camera stand looking at this bottle of like scotch or something. And so the camera's sitting on the bottle of scotch, and then like a few moments later, you just see his hand grab the bottle and yanks it away, and then the transition ends to the next morning. Where everybody's frantically running to his room trying to knock and wake him up. Obviously, he's he's winoed up. But it was just so funny how like you thought he had the willpower, and the camera just stayed on that scene for a minute. And then my Homer Simpson mind, I already thought about it. I was like, man, that'd be funny if he just fucking grabbed it last minute. And he did. Which is not funny to anybody that wants to wane off of it. But I feel like yesterday was that with me. I was sitting in the bedroom saying, all right, bet, I got this. I surrender. I got it, bet. I was watching something. And something told me, it was like, nah, fuck this. This is taking us away. This is just how I'm being honest. Something's like, nah, fuck that, man. Ganja keeps you closer to Gaia. I don't know where the fuck you were getting these ideas of to stop smoking or something. I know why I can't stop smoking, you know. But it literally helps me out. It really does. Helps me sleep, helps my appetite, helps me balance. It does so many things. So many things. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you're just excusing cop-outs. You can say what you want. I'm just telling you how my body chemistry is and how marijuana's been helping me for, shit, over 20 years? Yeah. So, like, I'm not even fronting. So, like, then I just call some of my boys up, yo, all right, bring some weed, fuck it. Oh, you know, after I told them I'm done, I'm like, you know, fuck it. Of course, we all tell ourselves, like, all right, I'm just going to give it to the weekend. When I run out, then we'll figure it out from there. So, it's going to be like, I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, I got to be careful with my words. It's not going to be a constant yo-yo. I believe I made up my mind. I'm staying on it. The weed has helped me. But during these last few days, I've realized a major point that I'm not going to abuse it as much as I have been. And I'm just being honest. There's times I abuse it, okay? I don't need to be smoking as much as I do. I need to face what I'm going through internally instead of just smoking it off and asking ancestors and doing whatever else I do to transmute it. Most of my actions are like push-ups, writing, writing songs, zoning out, doing social detoxing, or a prayer, right? So there's tactics I do to keep me in line when I feel like I'm getting out of line. I kind of feel like I was losing track on that download. Oh, thank you, Spirit Team. So that's what I was going through the other day. So it just reminded me of Denzel Washington in the movie Flight and the challenges he was going through. But besides that, I'm doing good. I am working on this day by day, but like I said, I made my mind up on the foundation, and I'm going to stick with it and stop getting confused, you know what I mean? Because God's not the author of confusion. Just like my girl Light said, she was like, man, if you're feeling like you're forced to do this and it's not naturally coming to you, then it's not what you're supposed to do. I'm paraphrasing what she said, because she even said, disclaimer, she's not a therapist, but you fooled me, Light. The way, I mean, you are a spiritual therapist. I'll put that label on you, even though that you may not be actually a therapist, but girl, you a baddie. Just like the rest of my Charlie's Angels. You are an awesome therapist. My spiritual accountant, I gotta check and see, she did a video. Brittany the Cosmic Wifey. And Brittany Phillips, I love you. Man, I was watching the beginning of your video yesterday. You're in perfect alignment. I saw that title and it just made my soul jump. I was like, all right, cool. Because I overthink like a champion. But I do need to finish watching that video. To Latoya Kia, I love you. Come on in, come on in. Yeah, she's my spiritual grandmother. Every time I see her come across my notification, my soul sinks a little bit. Because I know she's going to tear me a new one, but in a good way, like in a spiritual, like, you better make sure you're doing your work, boy. You the chosen one out here. You got to do your work. Don't be around here fucking snapping back. All right? You the spiritual cooker, you know, put you know what I mean? I mean, she has so many beautiful sayings, and I think she's doing the show in Atlanta. So get your tickets for that. Check out her latest seminar that she's doing in Atlanta, Georgia. I think that's coming up super fast, so check her out and get your tickets ASAP, all right? But I know she be selling out. She be having the whole building clap. All right, but she be doing that. I can already tell. The way she carries herself on the videos, I can already tell she runs a household nice and tight. She runs a tight ship in that bitch. But yeah, I made my mind up on that foundation, and hopefully that will resonate with people that may be going through the same type of crossroads and decisions. And I also realize it's retrograde heavily, 3 planetary alignments, so a lot of these emotions and thoughts are coming to surfaces because years ago I thought about giving up and quitting smoking weed. And just like my homeboy said today, I'm jumping back and forth. So if you could keep up, keep up. But when I was talking to my boy earlier last night, he was saying it. He was telling me I highly recommend that we all stop for a period too, to build up tolerance and just to take a break. It's good. And I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I agree with you on that. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'll just stop on. Well, no, I won't. I said I agree with you on that, but I don't think I'm not worried about the tolerance. I'm worried about if I'm like offending God or not. Because I'm really heavy on that. I want to be the best version for God, period. Hence, I got a download earlier, and I did a short on a couple hours back of how like we're in the precipice. There's 2 worlds happening right now, and there's like a silver lining in between the both worlds: 3D, 4D, and 5D. 5D is nothing but bliss and being as close to source as possible within our human bodies, right? We're just nothing but embodying love, high frequencies, and not even worrying about money or anything like that. Like money and that is not even an issue, because whatever we think, it just manifests that easy. And in the 3D, 4D world, it's a lot of low vibrating frequencies. Not everyone in the 3D, 4D is low vibrating. I'm just saying how the world's splitting because Mother Gaia is vibrating on a higher frequency. So people that are still stuck on fear and worries and money and the government and all these chains to keep you in that social construct during this period, we all need to figure out what new frequency we're going to step into, because we all have the choice as free will, right? And I'm in 5D already, you know what I mean? But there's no buts. I'm in 5D. But I'm in 5D, but I'm also in 3D and 4D. But I can't be having my foot in both worlds as of now. That's what I'm thinking. Or I may just be able to do that and transmute to different worlds when need be, which I think that's what I'm going to have the ability to do anyways. But my main frequency would just be on love and not focus on so much of snapbacks and revenge. You know, it's just about love and forgiveness and acceptance. That's the main word, and one of the main uppercuts that hit my gut when I was getting that download was acceptance, meaning like to accept everything that's going on. I accept everything that's going on. Doesn't mean I condone what's going on, but I accept it, and I'm going with the flow. You're going with the flow of the natural energy frequency that this planet's already emitting or putting out there in the cosmos and the ethers, right? And instead of always wanting to control things like I do, jumping on the bull's back and like, all right, you slow down for me, mother. I'm a control freak. Like I believe I just have to say that out loud. Like I love controlling everything, everything. Because there's a saying: if you want something done right, do it yourself. You know, my dad always says that. You want something done right, do it yourself. And it's like I have trusted people to do things for me. Confirmation, bitches. Hence. And she always keeps on coming up. Hence, Megan, the last betrayal. I was giving her duties. Hey, I need you to do this, girl. All right, bet. You got that? Boom, boom, boom. All right, straight. All right, collective. I'm getting y'all ready so we can have Genosha and the School for the Gifted. We'll have... Doesn't matter. God got us protected anyways. We'll have daily outdoor days. I'm going to keep it a little vague. You know, fuck the vague shit. Fuck out of here, Zoe. It doesn't matter. People can copy it. That's good. They're replicating what God wants for us all anyways. So I can say some things about the School for the Gifted. You know, we would always be like group oriented, you know. I'm going to buy a plot of land where everybody can live on that same land. And we can go outside, farm every AM. Lunchtime, evening times, we're just together. We're teaching each other about how we got to where we are, and we're just replicating and repeating the messages to the chosen ones that want to learn more about how to love themselves and how to learn how to utilize their attributes and so forth, and to be more loving towards Gaia and just to be more in unity. Like, we're just going to be helping each other become a better version of each other, of ourselves, and eat holistic, natural remedies, you know, replace all this fake ass medicine and these beliefs, and we will teach the world, or whoever wants to, confirmation belches, whoever wants to be a part of the collective, even more, we'll teach them how to utilize the natural energy, the natural energies that this planet's always had, and how to get true vitamin D from the sun, how to ground properly, when to be grounding, when not to be grounding. There's a lot of things that we'll be helping each other out with, and that's still going to happen regardless. But during that time, thank you, Spirit Team. I don't want to go off on too much of a rant. We're almost 20 minutes in. When I was giving Megan these duties, I realized she wasn't doing the goddamn thing. So, hence, it put me back a few steps hence the frustration and the betrayal, and hence it brings it back full foundation to the foundation of, if you want something done right, do it yourself. So I always find myself overworking and wanting to control things, because I know it's going to get done the proper way if I do it and not rely on someone else to do it. So that is another chapter I'm working on, is trusting people. Hence, I don't want to say a name out here, but I know that's me hesitating again. I'm working on it. But I was about to say, hence Freya Ray, and I didn't want to just say Freya Ray as like, and people, you know, the gossip going, oh, you like it? I'm just saying, hence Freya Ray was talking about earlier that I'm at the crossroads and, you know, figuring out what's best for me, you know, and that's like the most honest way to describe my journey right now, is just like, I'm just figuring it all out. I'm not going to rush into anything. I do have a big heart, always will. And when you have big hearts, you got to be very careful on how you tread, right? But it's good to have a big heart, because you're automatically equipped with what you need to help raise this Earth's vibrations anyways, right? Now we just got to know how to shield it properly. And who to have around that heart of love, which is just a replication of God's heart, you know what I mean? God loves to say, what does that heart do? Because that's the most serious question. What does that heart do? Are you for the planet or against the planet? So that is the phase I'm in now, you know what I mean? I do feel like a happy dog off the leash. And, you know, I found my true cosmic family, and I'm being very careful who I let in my heart space, because we've been down that road before. So I'm just being very careful in observing my Sherlock Holmes status from afar on who's going to be I was about to say authentic and official at the same time. So I was about to say authentic, right? Authentic. Trying to make up words, right? So I'm sitting back and making sure who's showing their true colors, and how long this facade's going to last for, if it is a facade, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting back and making sure people are who they say they are, right? Because on the internet, you can play a facade real good. You can play a good character on the internet, but how long can you do that? Hence, I love talking to people face to face. On the phone, I got your energy right away. It's on the phone, I got you. It's not a pre-recorded video. On the phone, I feel you. And I feel you through this too. But either or, I would leave it at that. Hopefully that resonated with my collective. And if you're new to this channel, my name's Zodog, or Alonzo Hayes, and I like to be a life coach to show you the ups and downs and the betweens, the nooks and crannies of how to be yourself purely and authentically. I'm a Libra. I'm a balanced scale. I strive to be balanced every day. But there's times I'm going to show you my dark side and my light side. I'm not just a highlight person. I'm not going to show you just the good times. I'm going to show you when I lost my job, caught my girlfriend cheating, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to tell you all that, because it's going to help somebody out there that's going through the same thing that may be too embarrassed to tell you about. But your boy Zodog's going to tell you every step of the matter. Okay, we may have names. We'll bring up pictures. We that guy. That's why people love us. You don't know what you're going to catch on this show. And that's why we the realest show ever. Hands down. No filters. We don't worry about FCCs. We don't got to worry about saying, hey, don't say that. We're going to pull away our sponsorship. We don't give a fuck, because all we have a sponsorship for is God. Okay, we represent the honest, transparent truth out here. Okay? Bada bings. We love each and every one of you. I know you're going to love the show if you just tune in. I can't wait to tune in next time. Oh, yeah, we got you hooked already. We already got you. Baby J's, look at my nice fro over this bitch. This is my crown right here. Look at the ether in this bitch. You love it. You love this, just this. Then the glow and the smile, the dimples, everything. I'm that guy. I'm radiating glow to you guys. I'm giving you good energy. That's why I just said, fuck it. Fuck the English muffins. It's 4:30 a.m. We just came back from grounding, feeling nice and refreshed. Let's give the collective that same energy right when it's fresh. Because I got a AM gig I'm going to do. I'm going to knock that out real quick. Efficiently. Not quick and just like hands down the pants and other phone. The other hands got the phone in it and I'm just lollygagging. I'm going to do it professionally. I'm going to knock it out. I'm going to come back home before that Hades heat creeps in. It's going to be 90-something today. So everybody stay super hydrated. Okay? Keep your bodies, which is your vessels, very protected. You don't want to be collapsing out in these cats. You don't want to be collapsing out here like some of these cats, like I did back in the day. Twice heat stroke. Luckily, I had someone nearby to catch my ass. I felt like an earthworm just drying up in the sun and twitching and shit. It's real out here in the battlefield. Don't attempt to be a Superman too long, because that kryptonite will bite you right in your ass. So, on that note, remember, every time you catch my show, I always operate off a love foundation. Even though, contrary to the beliefs or contrary to what you may hear out in these streets, oh, he's crazy, he's unhinged, he's whatever. I'm the most logical person and the most sane person that you may encounter, okay? Because I can go so many different spectrums and keep my inner child alive. That's a strong individual. Been betrayed I don't even know how many times and keep my love going. That's a strong individual. Somebody that's solo dolo with God and the angel team and still out here doing the damn thing against these elites and all these organizations and dark magic and shit. That's a strong, bad motherfucker. All right, that's like Shaft. Shaft? That's a bad motherfucker. Okay, so you know what it is. I'm not out here faking the funk. I'm not out here just to do shit for performative reasons. I'm out here just to emulate the love of God. I give you tough love. I stand on that foundation because I stand for something, so I don't fall for nothing. I stand for something, so I don't fall for anything. That's a philosophy I highly recommend you all take too. I love yous. Take cares. Until next James. Love ya. I'm going to do that on purpose. I thought I ended it. It's supposed to be the off the tongue flap, but this is no filter and daily motivation, all that good jazz. I love yous.